book it. Do it.
No. Welcome back to No Impulse Control, everybody. My name is Justin,
I'm Jasmine.
and she's disappointed. Jasmine,
Sorry.
it's been a little while for us, so how you doing?
I'm doing. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. I was literally
Wow, that
just
was
trying to
very
scratch
rude
my
of you.
eye. I was just trying to scratch my eye.
Hmm.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
30 seconds, not even 30 seconds in.
How are you doing?
I'm alright, honestly. I'm tired, though, which seems to be a pretty consistent thing for me, but, I'm tired. Summer camp, did the summer camp thing and
The summer
didn't
come.
sleep. The summer camp. Didn't sleep, and yeah, it was a
Went
good
straight
time.
from there to me.
Yeah, I didn't get to sleep in my bed for a week. That was sad. Sad me.
Mm.
Um,
You
yeah.
guys were home. You were home long enough while your laundry did stuff. You could have slept. Took you forever to get here.
If I would have slept then, I wouldn't have came down.
You couldn't have napped while your laundry was laundering.
No. If I was gonna go lay down in my bed, I didn't even lay down in my bed because if I laid down in the bed, I was not getting back up.
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure when you guys were going to be here. So these guys, Justin and his wife Darcy, came down to my house this weekend. Well, this past weekend, and I assumed that people would be arriving at like 7 or 8 ish. No one arrived to my house until at least 10, almost 11.
Yeah. We made it safely. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, it was good. I was very tired waiting up for you guys. I don't normally wait up that long, but because everybody was like arriving to my house, I wanted to wait up for you guys.
Mm.
I was also super tired. I don't know if anyone can see my Hosier merch. I went to Hosier in Bangor Thursday the 25th. No, Wednesday the 24th.
Hmm. Um, Hang on.
We're in the middle of recording. Where are you going? We're recording! Well, while he's gone and he can't say, oh shit. Um, no, I was gonna tell the fans I did some hold music. I went to Hosier. It was very good. Um, I wanted to ask you a question.
Hang on. I got a bit. I gotta finish out here. Um, yeah, I also don't know if anybody can see the new merch, TSK merch. You can go get it at TSK1239.
You support your channel on your
Oh, but hang
time.
on. But wait, there's more. No impulse control merch.
You got this.
Woo! Yay! Celebrate Jasmine. Thank you.
Yay! The pillow, it looks nice. It's pretty comfy as someone
Honestly,
who slept on it a little bit.
the pillow's not bad. I was expecting like a sheet, like just like a small
A
pillow,
flat, yeah.
but like
I It's okay. I will say I liked it. I liked it a lot sitting up against it. So
yeah.
like I have one behind my back, and I need it to be just a little thicker, and that one works really well for that.
I was gonna say this pillow is good for like holding, like if I wanted to like hold on the couch type of thing, like this,
Oh,
or
I was
like you
like
said on your
just
back, like
wandering around
yeah,
holding
just
it.
like my pillow. But yeah, you can go find this as well on not no impulse control on the soccerking1239.com.
On
Um,
the merch tab, there's a
on the
fourth
merch
wall
tab,
link.
and it'll bring you to another link, and you can go to that. Also, by the time that this is posted, there will be other merch on there. That's not just this, but a little bit of chaos for all of you to enjoy, and you can go get that as well. So go check it out. We've worked hard on it. We thought that these looked great. Um, we'll be honest, we did plan on doing a build up, and then it just never happened. So
Would you
enjoy
believe
what you
it? We're
get.
incredibly busy this time of
Yeah,
year.
who would have thought? But yeah, go get your merch.
Yes.
Help us out. Make sure that you're sharing with people, like we always say. And we said it 2 weeks ago. We appreciate you guys' support and everything that you guys do for us. But yes, keep sharing, keep helping us grow, and go get yourself some merch so that when you walk around, people can be like, "Oh, what's that? That looks so good!" And you can be like, "It's my fill in the blank to whoever we are to you," and be all excited about it. It's gonna be great. You'll love it. I promise. It's fantastic. Anyways,
So I've got a question for you.
mm-hmm.
You've been to a concert before, right?
A concert.
Yeah.
I've been to a concert, but it wasn't like a stereotypical concert. It was a
What does that
gr-
mean?
well, you have like stereotypical concerts are like, you have the like pre whatever the people are called, where it's a band before the band.
The opener.
Yeah, the opener, and then you have like the band, and then we go home. The one that
Okay.
I went to was more of like a festival style, where it was like
A
we had
bunch of
a
different people
bunch
playing
of
at the same time.
bands.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you went to a music festival.
But it wasn't really that. It was, but it wasn't. It was a mix. It was a mix because most people were there for the music. The festival part was like a second.
When did you? What was this music fest? Did you go to Coachella? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. No,
Oh, you went to
this
Woodstock. Got it.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, this was it was the I can't remember what it was called, but it was essentially it's a bunch of Christian bands getting together. This was like sophomore year in college, junior year in college, junior. I was living with Zach and Robbie.
All right.
It was over the summer. It was a thing. It was fun. It was a good time. But yeah,
All
so
right.
yes, I have, but no.
So then you won't know the answer to this question. So I've been to a lot of concerts. It's something I enjoy doing. Like I've seen now AJR, Rascal Flats, Hosier, Noah Kahn. Who else have I seen?
Nickelback.
I went Nickelback. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was 3 days after my wedding. What? To what? You don't like Nickelback?
No, you not inviting me. Very rude.
It was a birthday present from Rosemary. We went to a Red Sox game right after that together. So the issue, folks, here is that I often invite Justin to these things where I'll send him things and I'm like, we should go. And he doesn't want to plan out the concert thing because he's not sure of
Very
his
not
schedule.
true.
He
Very
doesn't
not
have his
true.
planner in front of him, so he
She
can't
has never
plan out
once invited
events.
me to a concert. You have never invited me to a concert.
No, because I've invited in the way that I invite people, where I'm like, we should go to this. That's an invitation. That's me saying we should go to this.
Anyways,
Anyway,
ask your question.
so at the last two that I went to, normally I try to get into the pit because it's fun, right? But Noah Kahn, I was in seats over in New Hampshire, and then Hosier, we were in the seats in Bangor. No big deal. They were great seats, whatever, right? While we were sitting in the seats in not Nickelback, sorry, Noah Kahn, there was right, like literally right behind us, there were these girls that you've probably seen the videos where, like, especially at Taylor Swift concerts, these groups of people like scream the lyrics at the
Mm.
top of their lungs, like not sing the lyrics loudly, scream the lyrics. So we had a group of girls behind. I was going to ask if you'd ever had this, but probably not at a Christian like
No,
band
we didn't.
festival. I can't imagine people like. Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
I
Spirit of
guess.
the
Well, Mercy Me
Holy
was
Spirit.
very popular there, but
But was anyone screeching the lyrics?
oh yes, that was like the
Terrifying.
closing, and they were all like everybody was dancing, and the hill was very full.
Screech like banshee level screeching.
Oh, I know what
Like
you mean. I know what you
okay,
mean. We had to move
okay.
our spots because of it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right. Okay. Yes. I was like, no, no, not excited. So they were filming a TikTok behind us. I get if you find these artists off of TikTok because that's how I found Noah Khan, like found his newer music, right? That's fine. Enjoy artists in the medium in which you find them. But there is such thing as concert etiquette. And concert etiquette. What are
Sorry,
you
I had
doing?
skin flakes from my sunburn that were in my hairs. I had to
Yummy.
take them off.
Okay. But there is such thing as like concert etiquette, right? Like, do you know what concert etiquette is?
I have an idea, yeah.
Okay, what's your idea of it?
Well, that's not right. I was waiting for you to tell me so I could be like, yep, yep.
No, no, no. I want you to tell me what you think concert etiquette is.
I would assume it's just like, being respectful about the people that are around you.
Mhm.
Essentially giving them space, not yelling in their ears, the typical stuff.
Stand up when they walk by you.
Yeah.
Don't spill your beer down their back. Those are big ones. Um, when you're at a concert, just for anyone watching, and you are filming a TikTok, which by all means, go ahead, do what you want to do, film your TikTok, get that fame, whatever. Stop screaming in people's ears. Because at one point, and you've met Rosemary. Rosemary, you haven't met. You have met Rosemary. Rosemary is not always kind in her delivery, and when she has had someone screaming for the past 30 minutes in her ear, she gets a little upset, which rightfully so, and turned around and anyway, I'm spieling, but she asked them to please stop because it was very annoying. They were so ugly about it because they said, we're at a concert, we deserve to enjoy it. It was like, yes, and so do we. Like, so does everyone around you who can no longer hear Noah singing because a yo dumbass is screaming.
Hmm.
So anyway, we thought that that was the end of it. We go to this Hosier concert, and I'm going to move my mic away from me for a moment. Am I any quieter?
You're very quiet, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm about to not be. So at the Hosier concert, dead silent, like dead silent. And all of a sudden, this man, literally this close to my head, goes, "Woo! Woo!" in the middle of the quietest song, the
Victory
ballad,
screech.
literally. And he is so plastered. So he starts it, and then these dumb bitches in front of us start it, and they're back and forth, and then someone 4 rows over yelled, "Shut up!" I moved my mic closer, sorry for your ears, people.
That wasn't that bad.
Okay, cool. So it was obnoxious. And am I like really quiet?
No.
Okay, I moved it back, but I wanted to make sure. But it was obnoxious, and when I went to the bathroom, Rosemary found out the girls in front of us, it was their first time at a concert. Every single song, she was like, "Oh my god, he's playing Too Sweet for You!" And it was like, girly pop, it's a concert. He's gonna play his own songs. Like, every song she was bawling. Like, have you seen those videos? We talked about it on here. The Taylor Swift girl, there's a video of her who's like, she broke down scream crying because she played a song.
Hmm.
That's what happened at this concert in Bangor, Maine. And they are filming her, like they've got their phones, and I'm watching them film, and they're getting like this close to her face. Hello, I have a meeting now at school, but I'm not going. But they were this close to her face with the phone, and I'm watching them record, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's her first concert!" In every video.
Mm.
Por qué? Why? Anyway, I just talked for 7 minutes straight about how bad of a concert it was. I'm sorry. It was a really good concert. Merch was great. He played a lot of really good songs. Had a good spiel at the end. But if you do go to a concert, folks in the audience, anytime soon, and you scream in people's ears, I truly hope your Achilles get torn.
Dang, that's dark.
Concert etiquette matters.
I agree, but dang.
I don't care if people are singing loudly. It's a concert. That's expected. But when you're doing that and doing the blah 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 blah, I don't want to scream it again. I'm close to the mic now. But like when you're screaming in the middle of a silent part of a song where everyone's like, "Oh, it's beautiful." Like Cherry Wine is not the time to scream.
Hmm.
It's a song about abuse. Like Let's tone it down a smidgen. Anyway,
Can you tell me how the hike up your soapbox was?
that wasn't even the worst of it.
Oh, I know. I know. Believe me, I know.
I wasn't even on the soapbox. I'm allowed to have strong
I'm
opinions
not
about
I'm not
things.
picking you. I'm not picking on you. I'm asking a question. Like, how was your hike? Like,
I don't want
you're
to
a
answer this because it. I don't want to answer this because it will get cut out.
Hmm.
Me and my soapbox are fine over here.
So you
Me and
were
my
on a
podcast.
soapbox.
Me and my podcast blankie are fine, thank you. It's very chilly in my living room right now. That's why I'm in a sweater and a podcast blankie.
Hmm. Well, I'm wearing my sweatshirt too.
I lost something once.
Um, yeah. So, concert etiquette. Make sure you have it if you go. And yeah, that's the end of the episode. See you later.
Bye, guys.
um, so now that we're 16 minutes into this episode, let's get into the. I'm not picking. I'm really not. Like, I just think that was like it was. You called yourself. I wasn't gonna call yourself out. That's not words. I wasn't gonna call you out, but you did it, so it just got me funny. Um, I don't even know what to do right now.
So after the Hosier concert, Justin and Darcy came down this weekend to celebrate the Ren Fair.
Yeah, Ren
Woo!
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. We
Yep.
went to a Ren Fair. Is
Maine
there?
Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, is this the only one in Maine?
Yes. This is
Yeah,
the Maine Renaissance
the main one.
Fair.
I just wasn't sure if
Yep.
there were any smaller ones or if this was like the big one type of
I
thing.
mean, so there's like, so there's like little festivals that'll happen like a one day whatever, but this is like
The big fair.
and those are like more like cons kind of thing. This is like the Maine Renaissance Fair.
Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know what a Renaissance Fair is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like you go back in time almost. It's not really you're going back in time because then if we have that, that'd be kind of cool. We could go back and do a lot of things. But it's like you're going to what is the word I'm looking for?
Renaissance period.
Well, yes, but I was thinking more of like I guess it would be fair, but I'm thinking of a different word. I just can't think of what it is. But yeah, you're going to a fair, not the rides fair, but a different fair. And
Like a traditional fair.
yeah, you got jousting. You've got store like little pop up shops. You've got food, turkey legs, lemonade, all the fun stuff. And there was a lot there. There was a lot of things that were like that was happening while we were there. That
It's
was going on.
it's set up like a medieval fair. So
There you
it's
go.
set
That's
up
what I
like a
was looking
street
for.
market in Europe in medieval times. So
Yeah.
just like a celebratory period would be, and in medieval times when these would be set up, that's where people would buy their goods and wares and all the things that we can buy just like on Amazon. They obviously did not have Amazon. They had
The
the
old
Ren Fair.
Amazon.
They had the fair, and we call it the Renaissance Fair. And some people dress up historically. Some of us do not. So the historical ones are like the knights and things like that, or people who dress up as peasants. I dressed up as like a druid in my wild form. Justin and Darcy went as pirates, neither of which are traditional to the time period, but that's fine. It's fun.
I think part of it
It's
is just like getting into that role, getting into the fun part of it of like
yeah. We went to a
just
con.
yeah.
We went to a Renaissance Comic Con.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you could also like there were people that were dressed up as like I think One Punch was there. There were a couple like different animes that were represented while we were there. One Punch, the guy that had like the open shirt.
Oh, Luffy. Yes. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Um but yeah, you can I mean, it's not like you have to dress up
One
if you go,
Piece.
but One Piece, there you go. Shows you how
Because
much I watch.
One Punch Man is a different one than One Piece.
Either way, You could go as the animes. You can go as pirate. You can go as
So
druids, D&D stuff. You can go as Renaissance.
yeah,
It doesn't really matter what it is, but you can. It's fun to dress up. It's also
yeah.
not a requirement for a lot of places.
Nope,
Um, I was
it's not a
overhearing
requirement at
that there
all.
were. I was overhearing that there was one fair that was like you were.
Bristol.
Yeah, you were looking. You looked bad if you didn't show up in something.
So a lot of it is, yeah. So yeah. So there are bigger fairs in like New York and bigger states, right? So like Massachusetts, New York, Arizona's got a really big one. I miss the AZ one. That was my favorite. This one's fine, but that one had a lot of stuff. Um, but one of the things that a lot of the bigger ones do is like they almost gatekeep it in a way that like if you don't have a time period costume or you don't have a good costume, you sort of get shunned on from what
Mm,
I've been seeing. Bristol, I don't think is the one that does the shunning, but I want to go to that one because it's huge. But they frown upon the anime stuff and the things that you would see more, like the Deadpool walking around, would not be something that would be like, oh, that's a cool costume. It'd be like, come on, man, really? Like you
yeah.
could go to any Comic Con in the state and you chose here with Deadpool, which like Deadpool's fine, love Deadpool, but at a Renaissance fair, it's just not. You know what I mean? Like it's different. Pirate costumes, druid costumes, elf costumes, those all make sense because at least they're olden,
Yeah.
um, ye old costumes from ye old Amazon. Um,
For some. Others, it's throw it together an hour before going to your friend's house and to the Renaissance Fair.
you know,
I don't know
what
who
better
would
way
do
to
that.
celebrate the
Like,
what better way to celebrate medieval times than rushed?
amen to
That
that.
impending that impending doom is that looks like you're drinking beer at 10:58 in the morning. I
Well,
realize
they
it's
didn't
apple
know what
juice.
time it was, but like, jeez.
I thought I'd let them know it's before noon. But no, it was fun. It was hot,
It was
definitely.
hot.
I don't know why the Ren Fair is always on the hottest day of the year. Somehow, every year. But it is. Good timing.
I got a
And
snake. A little snake
you
right
got a
there.
snake?
Yeah, it's right there.
You don't
Snake.
like snakes.
I know, but I like the bracelet that
Oh,
it
was it?
is.
I was gonna say, was it one of the bracelets? Yep, that
Yeah.
was our second day we went.
Yep. So
I don't know what you guys got the first day.
I don't think we really bought anything the first day. We usually tend to do like look around the first day, sleep on
Mm-hmm.
it, and then go get stuff. Just because we plan that second day out. But yeah, it's a fun time. It's a good time for people that if you want to go to
If
one.
you're into it.
Yeah, I highly suggest it. Even if you're not, like, give it a shot. You never know what you're gonna find and what you could, that could be something that you're like, wow, this is so cool. Even if you're like, oh, that seems weird. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly suggest it. And what was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, bring lots of cash if you want to buy things,
Oh yeah.
because like most fairs, prices are jacked up, so they can make money. Jasmine, what were some of the places or the shows that you saw?
I watched one show. I
You,
saw the human chess.
oh yeah, you watched
I
two.
think.
The second day you watched one with us.
Oh yeah, we went and saw the
Washing
wenches.
wenches. I know
Washing
them as the
wenches. I think I
wenches.
the wenches. They are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're super funny. This one I feel like was funnier this year than last year. Um, I know that. So one of the shticks that they do is they always call like on a guy in the front row or back row or whatever, and they just do it's dirty jokes and stuff like that. They're super cool. Definitely not a children's show
Mm-mm.
for sure. Like I know a lot of parents don't really care and they just let their kids watch whatever. Maybe we get back to not. Um, Me personally, like there was a family there this time. The husband and wife that were accused of canoodling. They
Yeah.
had their like young children at the show, watching this all go down, and I was like, awesome, this is good.
And then he
This
was
is
called
good.
up on stage and they did a whole song about
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
they did. They touched all over. That sounds dirty, but it
That
was. I mean, they did
it
touch.
was meant to be dirty, but they didn't actually. They touched him, but they weren't touching like the inappropriate things. They would touch like his chest or his arms, like but they would make it into a
His
funny little
thighs.
skit. They did touch his thighs. You're
They
right.
did jiggle his thighs.
Yeah, yeah. That was
No, it
probably
was a
the
good show.
closest, but yeah, I agree. I think that was probably my one of my favorites to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, year before, not this last one, but the one before, I was actually one of the ones that got called up. That was
Mm-hmm.
by choice, though. They were
I
looking
have
for
a
a
video.
volunteer. They were looking for a
I
volunteer, and I was like, sure, and answered their question wrong, and that's what they wanted. So
he said, sure, and Darcy and I were like, put his hand up. We were very excited to have him go up.
yeah, it was a good
But no,
time.
it was good.
I
It was,
think
yeah.
I think that this year, like you said, I think this year's show was funnier, and I think the reason it was funnier was because it wasn't quite a story, and this that like the last one was more of a story, like it was a
Mm-hmm.
long story. It was funny for me and for the other guy that was up there because we were in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of it, but like this year it was very like quick story, quick story, quick story, song, quick story. Like it was very
And
like
every show is so different too.
yeah.
They're going on tour on a cruise ship, which is cool.
I'm a little jealous
Um,
that I don't have tickets. I'm gonna be honest.
we should all try and go on a cruise.
Do you know who I am?
I get seasick. You're afraid of the ocean. This will be great.
So here's the thing. I would love to go on a cruise. I just have the fear. Like I would literally like I'd probably be paralyzed of fear. Out in the middle of the ocean in the middle of the night, like it gives me heebie-jeebies.
Yes, and do things that make you uncomfortable, Justin. You can't get over your fear unless you try them.
How was chess?
Human chess was great.
Great, cool.
The
Awesome.
gunshot going on. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Um, why, Justin? Why are we moving on? Are you uncomfortable?
Why are you
with this
pushing here?
conversation?
What? Stop pushing. Move on. Go to talk about chess.
I like when you get angry because then you talk more. I'm trying to get you to talk. Wow, my hair is doing some funny things right now.
That's yeah. I was gonna say 'cause you have the wind on you, but it was
I
unnecessary
do
to say. So
because
try not.
everyone can see. Well,
Yeah,
no, our audio only audience might not know.
that's fair. That's fair. Hi, audio only. Thank you for listening. However many, I think there's like
Oh,
one
they
or two
can't
of
see me
you.
waving. Hey, hey, hey! And those one or two are very special to us.
Yeah, I agree. I think I
Yes.
remember seeing. I'm gonna call out some people. I think it was like Tia and Aurora. I think were the two.
Can you see who's listening audio?
If they comment, you can see. Hey, if you're listening audio, comment if you want us to shout you out. We don't mind. We'll shout you out. If you're on YouTube, we'll shout you out there too. Let us know.
It looks like. Sorry, I'm on Spotify right now because now I'm interested.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. So I watched Human Chess, which was a game of chess, but it was the queen. So they do like the queen is there at the Ren Fair, and then one of the ladies in waiting or whoever. Um, Sorry, my mom's texting me about tattoos, uh, but it pushed the notification. I have my notification silent right now, and she pushed it through because apparently that was very important. Um, or my phone is glitching. But anyway, so they're like set up on a chessboard, and all the people have little like sticks with little, the pawns and the knights and whatever. And they had a bunch of little children, but whenever two pieces would come together and somebody would fight, like, so the queen takes a pawn or whatever, they would go out into the dirt and start fighting with swords and whatever. And it was great. However, two things. One, there was a possible neo Nazi sitting next to me.
Nice. Don't say the second one yet, because I want to tell you where I
Mm-hmm.
was during this time.
Yeah. So he was mumbling under his breath pretty consistently. There was a pirate who had as their skirt had a trans flag, and it had like a little pirate skull, cross, and bones on it. It was very cute,
Hmm.
and they moved it up and like attached it as their cape, right? So they're walking through, and they've got the sword. It's very majestic. And the other person is like on the ground. You know when they do in movies, like somebody's on the ground but they're scrambling backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about? So they were doing that, and they were like, wait, 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 please, please, please. And the pirate was like, yes, I'll wait. Bow down before I kill you, kind of thing. And it was very cool. And the guy next to me, when they threw, because they took the flag off and sort of tossed it very like, take that, whatever. When they tossed the flag, he went, yes, the flag. And I was like, okay, buddy, calm down. A little
You're at a
much.
Renaissance fair, my friend. You need to
Right? Like,
chill.
a little much. He was completely alone. He was not dressed in garb, which is the official term for our clothing. He was not dressed in garb. He didn't have any bags or anything. He was just there in a wife beater and a pair of jorts.
Yeah.
It was a vibe for sure. And he just mumbled a lot. And then one of the other people hit the pirate. The guy they were versing hit the pirate, and the pirate went down. And they were like, "Oh no, I'm being taken, whatever." And the guy next to me goes, "Yes, get the pirate, get that person." And I was like, "Okay, that's a little much." And that fight ended. The pirate ended winning, and it was like, raise the hand and haha, I won, blah, blah, blah. The chess continued, and he was all upset about the pirate winning. Turns out it was just because he was voting for the white team and the pirate happened to be on the black team. I think. It's also probably a different agenda happening there. And so a moment later, a child goes up and they're picking up the rapier and like all these different things like this.
Which is
this
a sword
child,
for anybody who doesn't know.
I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is a very, very common sword name.
I didn't know it.
That was where the bad news came in.
Right, I'm saying for
Okay.
those who are like me, who don't know.
So
Jasmine,
they picked up.
who don't know.
I'm just saying most people know. Anyway, this child would have.
Bullshit. Anyways, go on.
Okay. It's a little much. But this child is very short.
You don't get it both ways. Either you
Hey,
get me upset or you don't get me upset.
I'm fine with this! Could you not do the voice that's like deafening me though next to the mic?
I could.
When you talk into the mic, it just like deafens the rest of my surroundings.
It's a fun
anyway,
little tool that I have.
Yes. Sorry, audience, for the yelling. So anyway, this kid walks up. This kid's tiny, like maybe 4, and he's waddling over, and he picks up this sword that would come up to like my chest. This thing is huge. Not chest. Sorry, I was pointing at my stomach. My stomach. This sword is huge, and he picks it up, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay," because they're actual metal swords. This child, 4-year-old, is holding an adult-sized rapier. And they take it out of his hand and they put it back and they walk him back to his mom because they were like, he wins, default. We're not going to have him fight. So it was a whole thing. And the guy goes, the trees came out of it. Sir, what does that mean? He mumbled that and I scooted closer to Rosemary and then he looked over and went, trees. With his hands like that. Trees. It was confusing, to say the least.
He went to the Renaissance Fair and got completely stoned.
Or drunk. Or he was from the biker bar across the street and he wandered in.
Could have been that, which would have been very weird, but yeah, he could have been that.
He was infiltrating. So anyway, halfway through like the game, he sort of got up and he mumbled something about I have to leave or something, and I was like, who are you talking to?
The trees are calling.
The trees are calling, I guess. But yeah, so that was that. So the second thing, where were you sitting before I say what happened?
So when they sat down, we kind of met them, and then Darcy and I decided we were going to go get food because why not? And so we went out and went and got our food. By the way, fried PB and jelly Crustable, like a fried PB and jelly Crustable.
You got one?
It was good. It was really good.
I wouldn't know since we spent most of the day apart.
It was really good. Anyways, so we got food and then we came back around to where there was like it's like a stereotypical like dirt patch. Stereotypical, maybe. Dirt patch with a fence around it, and then you've got like up here on like over here you have like the stage, you have like the bleachers over there. That's where Jasmine and them were sitting. And then over here off to the like right of the stage is like a little like bunch of picnic tables with a canopy over it.
Oh, okay.
That's where we were sitting.
Okay. So very
So
close to us.
we were very close. Yeah, I could see you as I was eating and watching them fight. We weren't sure what was going on because we missed the whole show, but we watched somebody get chased in a circle, so that was kind of
Yes.
cool.
You saw the
Um,
pirate.
oh, I wasn't paying attention, but I watched them go whoa for a little bit, and then the
Mm-hmm.
chaos, and then
All of a sudden, with no warning, no warning at all. Keeping in mind, we, for those of us who are not in America, we are in America. Okay? Let's just keep that in mind as I say this next thing. We are next to a biker bar that hates the Renaissance Festival. They have a festival of their own that is an anti gay Renaissance Festival thing. They hate this. They often yell slurs across the street. Keeping this all in mind, I have nothing against bikers. I really don't. I enjoy the biking community. I would like to ride a motorcycle next year when Connor and I get our licenses. Whatever. I don't love the rhetoric that happens at this particular bar across the street from the Maine Renaissance Fair, okay? Every one of them was loaded. I need you to keep this in mind, audience. So we're sitting minding our own business in the bleachers watching human chess when all of a sudden the queen stands up and fires a pistol into the air
a blank shot, by the way. But yes, a pistol nonetheless.
with no warning.
Very shocking.
Very shocking. And I sort of ducked because nervous. And it was like everyone in the crowd, it just felt like they sort of chatted, but it was like very tense after that. I did not enjoy that at all.
I think something
Also,
that sucks too for us is that like, and we are kind of semi joking about it earlier,
mhm.
but like the fact that our jobs are very much in the line of fire, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it was
pleasant.
a it was not a reaction that I expected to have, but my react like I froze and I instantly teared up and just had like not a, I won't even say it was a panic attack because I wasn't like afraid. I was just counting my chickens of like mom is here, Rosemary's here. I need to find Justin and Darcy. There's the like I'm planning mode of like how can I get my people safe and out of here if that's a gun. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's the queen firing off a gun. Of course, why wouldn't the queen in a medieval times where there weren't guns fire off a gun? I'm saying that confidently. Were there guns in medieval
I
times?
think there were because it was an old time like a big revolver type, not revolver, but like a short handgun musket type thing.
Huh. Hand cannons.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Um, yeah, I kind of like I didn't have the super visceral reaction. I was more like what the hell is going on? Because I heard it and I looked around looking for something and like my first look was actually directly towards the queen who was standing in the front of the stage and I saw her with her hand up with a gun. That was where my first like instinct was to look because I think and this is just who I am, I think part of it is I look for the danger and then I take out the danger.
Justin was like, I'm gonna tackle the queen, it's my time. And I was like, okay, we have to go, and this is the exit. Oh my gosh, where are my rings? They're in the kitchen. We're good. I was kneading bread this morning. I just had panic.
So yeah, I think it's just depend like it definitely like there was a reaction nonetheless, but it was very much like whoa, what the heck for me, and it was a very visceral for you, and it wasn't a like either reaction's fine. I think part of
Well,
that, I think part of it comes down to um, what's the we both kind of have addictive tendencies. Like we both have so scientifically, there's research that backs this up. Okay, um, people that are have addicted tendencies can or that get addicted to things a lot quicker tend to be somebody who is gonna look and go towards the whatever situation it is.
adrenaline junkie.
Right, but it's I'm not focused on the adrenaline part of it. I'm talking about like the specific addiction part of it.
Okay.
The reason is because of the adrenaline, that pull for the adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
But the element of finding and going towards is the part of like how do you handle type of thing. That's really all I'm trying to get to. Is like it's how do you handle the adrenaline of
Got you.
that situation?
Well, I handle danger well. I don't handle guns well. Is the
Mhm.
issue? I I handle danger a lot, like day to day. I mean, it's not that dangerous, but it is in the terms. Um, and I go towards it. Like I'm usually the first one to step in the way, and I go towards it. I don't fuck with guns. That's something I can't stop by putting. You know what I mean? Like I can't be
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, friend, that's not safe." I'll just get shot. Ow! I'll just get shot in the face.
Yeah.
So no, that was it. Was also just weird. Like it wasn't expected. It didn't happen last year, so it was just. Do you need to pause?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, it was unexpected, definitely at the Ren Fair to have like a gun suddenly going off. Um, Goodbye. But it was also just, I don't know. It just felt weird. Like it didn't feel in place, especially with like where we're at in the world. Speaking of these bikers, I didn't tell. Maybe I'll wait till Justin and Darcy. I didn't tell Justin and Darcy this, but I will. So I'll tell you guys though. I had a group of people. I'm gonna wait till they get back. How are you guys? I feel like we're here often with this happening. Before it's just me and you guys. Um, while he's gone, I have it up, so I'll share with you guys. But the merch is live. Um, I think I'm gonna share this and then regret. Okay, can y'all see this? If not, this is super embarrassing. But this is the website that we have. If you go to thesoccerking1239.com, we have our homepage. This is Justin's streaming stuff, so you can see him on YouTube, Twitch when he does stream. All of his socials are up here. This is our podcast page. We finally have a live podcast page. We have our Spotify and YouTube link. If you're not subscribed, which was super rude, but please go subscribe. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube is all put up there. We have a little bit of some, like our bios. Not reading them to you because you can read them yourself. And then last but certainly not least, we have our merch in 12 hours, 41 minutes, and 22 seconds as of recording. So we're recording this on July 31st. In 12 hours, there is a super cool update that'll be coming, and you'll get inundated with stuff on socials. But before that happens, go on over to Fourth Wall, check out the merch. Justin's got some cool merch. And he's still not back yet, so I'll keep showing you. But he's got his stuff. So he was wearing these shorts yesterday. They're super high quality. T-shirt, sweatshirt, some stickers, a bandana that looks super cool with his brand new logo. The hoodie comes in a bunch of different colors. So is the T-shirt. And then if you pop over to the No Impulse Control list, we've got our Chaos coming on tomorrow as of July 31st. And this is our base merch that we've got going. We've got really cool athletic shorts, a sweatshirt with our logo and a separate logo, and then a T-shirt. That's a lot going on. Like I said, August 1st, as of recording, August 1st, we'll have our new merch up. But as of right now, we do not. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen because that was nauseating. Wow, good timing on my part. Hey!
Forever.
Did you hear?
Were you giving them a tour of how to do the to get to the merch?
Yes. I figured while I was gone.
That's fair.
Or while you were gone.
Did you do it so the audio could also do it if they were just like following along?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Good job. Go team.
Thanks. Somebody has to be in charge of the branding. Justin puts it all together, but, someone's got to do the ad read.
That's fair. If we ever got to that point of like being
I'll
so
do it.
big,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do
you
it.
would have to. I can't read, so you would have to. The
Well,
only
you
thing that I
can't-
would be able to do is like, you know how like in Basement Yard where Frankie does like the what's it called? He does the
Patreon.
Patreon.
I don't think that you could.
I could do that. He doesn't read. He just talks. I could
I
talk.
know, I know, but he doesn't like pause to think about what he's gonna say next. He just sort of he does an off the cuff thing.
When
With all
I
the love in the world,
when I do it off the cuff, you always give me the look of,
I've watched you film an intro, Justin.
yeah, but that's not me just talking. That's me
I've
trying to
watched you
do
record
something.
a voicemail, Justin.
Okay, well, that was when I was younger, okay?
You've matured.
I have matured.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
yeah, but yeah, the queen, she shot a gun, scared the crap out of most people that were around. I do wonder what the people that were, like, on the other side of the fair thought.
Probably thought because it did also kind of sound like motorcycle, like you know when they do like
Backfire.
the pop. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they just thought it was that because so found out that when the queen fired off the gun was the same time the accident happened. So karma happened. Sorry. Okay. When I was leaving,
This is going to be a long episode, everybody.
did I tell you about what happened when I went to go get the car?
No.
So I went to leave, right? I'm feeling confident. I had a cape on and I had my horns. I felt great, felt confident. I left the fair and these two idiots were across the street from the rally that was happening. And they were walking and he looks across the street and he said, "Look at that freak over there." And I'm like, "Surely not me, because I am not dressed the freakish of everybody here." And I turned around and I was like, "Oh, it's just me." Why did it get so bright in my living room all of a sudden? What the hell? It's like blindingly. What is happening?
The sun came out.
Yeah, but I'm not near a window.
Yeah. So? That's not how light works, Jasmine.
I'll turn it this way. You guys can see my bathroom a little bit. Nope, we're
It's
just
fine.
blinded
It's
now.
not that bad.
It's bad for me. Um, you guys can see my eyes for the first time. Um, but no, so I was walking and the guy said, "Look at that freak over there," and I sort of like looked over, like, "What's happening? Who's the freak now?" Because he's obviously talking about the Ren Fair outfit, right? And then I was like, "Surely it's not me. Has to be me because I'm the only one over here." So I kind of ignored it. And his girlfriend looked over and said something to the effect of like, "Oh yeah, you know, she's dressed like a freak or whatever," or "Everybody at the Ren Fair is freaks," or whatever she said. Brr, 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 freak. I heard the word and I was like, I'm in a mood. And I said, "F you." And then I looked over and I said, I'm just gonna say it. I said, "Fuck you, bite me." And I went, "Oh no, that was all Patricia right there." And I kept walking a little bit faster because I did have to cross the street to get to my vehicle. So I fished my keys out. And the guy said, he goes, "What did you say to me?" And I was like, "I'm here now. I'm here now." And I turned and I go, "Bite me." I went like that, which is not a good thing to do. However, I don't like being called a freak. And I stood up for myself. And then I got to my car and I pulled out of a ditch like that. I was very proud of myself. Everyone doubted me, but I did it.
Is that why you didn't want us to go with you?
Why?
Because you had to get out of the ditch and you knew that we'd
No.
make comments? No? Okay.
Do you want to know why I wanted to go alone?
No, I don't care. That was kind of like the
Okay.
assumption from like the group was that you just didn't want us to have our little snide comments, which is fair. I mean, we were
Because
giving
we
you
made them
some
the
crap.
some
It
the whole
wasn't
way
that
down.
bad. It wasn't that bad. Anyways, you got out of the
So
ditch. Good job.
pause. It wasn't that bad from the people giving me the comments,
Yes,
but
I
from the
know.
person that is receiving them consistently all the time, it did not feel good.
I understand that.
Okay. I needed to leave because it seemed like everybody was upset with one another and I was done.
That's
And
fair.
I couldn't deal with it anymore because this is an every year thing. So
Hmm.
I just wanted to leave. And that's with love, that's all, everybody. Next year, we are not going all together. I'm putting that out there right now. Um, I can't do it. I can't. Um, I will genuinely run into traffic. So I got out of the ditch and I pulled around. And as I was leaving to come get these guys, there was a motorcycle that had spilled on the side of the road because apparently a bunch of idiots peeled out of the parking lot that they were in, and they peeled out and into a car because they were drunk. and then they spilled. 2 guys got taken to the hospital. It's called karma.
Yeah, I was gonna say karma.
Yeah, it's what happens when you yell slurs. You'll spill on your motorcycle.
Story of the day.
Yeah.
Or, well, lesson of the day actually is more what I was going for.
The moral of the day.
Moral of the day: don't be stupid. Pretty easy.
Not even just don't be stupid. Don't yell slurs.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed that, let us know if you've ever been to a Renaissance fair, because want to know your stories. And if you haven't, why not? Most likely, if you're listening to it from the county, it's probably because we don't have them up there. But
Highly suggest driving down for it.
yeah, definitely worth it. Yeah, so don't forget to check out our merch. Jasmine, where can they find you?
Making bread. No, they can find me over at Asminsta1721 on Twitch and Instagram, and Asminsta on TikTok. I should be streaming this week, as of recording July 31st. And like I was saying earlier, as of recording, we have 12 hours and 40. This is really confident. 12 hours and 32 minutes until chaos. So please keep tuned for that. Where can they find you, Justin?
TSK1239 on most socials. If not that, then it's the Soccer King 1239. Go check out the merch at thesoccerking1239.com. Go to the merch tab like Jasmine showed you, and grab yourself some merch. It is kind of fire looking.
You don't have to get royal blue. You could get other colors too.
I got royal blue because I look good in royal blue, but like you can get other colors. There are definitely other colors there.
Apparently, with the royal blue, you also get an ego boost. Your head swells when you
definitely.
get it.
Yeah.
So
if you want that,
larger.
then
Question, because I don't have any merch yet. How is the sizing? Should
Perfect.
I size up, or is it good?
Size to what you fit, because it's like spot on.
Love to hear it.
I sized up for this because our last one was tight.
Our last one was rough.
Yeah. But Fourth Wall does a little better, and we appreciate them. It comes pretty quickly too, so go get your merch, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.